I brought a Snickers bar to surprise my wife Linda Lou, but found her with Bradford in a secret room at her work party, my cheating wife confession. My name's Joe. I'm 38, a mechanic by trade, hands always stained with grease, knuckles scarred from years of wrenching engines back to life. I've been married to Linda for 12 years. She's 36, sharp as a tack, with green eyes that used to light up when she laughed at my dumb jokes. We met at a dive bar. She was a paralegal back then, studying late nights, and I was the guy fixing her beat-up Honda Civic for free just to get her number. We built something good, you know? A little house in the suburbs, a dog named Buster, no kids yet, but we talked about it sometimes. I thought we were solid. I really did. Linda works at this big law firm downtown now, clerking, organizing files, keeping the suits in line. Her boss is Brad. Brad's one of those guys, mid-40s, gelled hair, expensive cologne, the kind of dude who calls everybody buddy but you know he doesn't mean it. I met him a couple times at firm events. Shook his hand, made small talk about baseball while he sipped some overpriced whiskey. Seemed harmless enough. Linda always said he was intense but brilliant, the guy who kept the firm humming. I didn't think much of it. Why would I? She'd come home, kiss me on the cheek, tell me about her day. Normal stuff. I trusted her. Hell, I didn't even know what jealousy felt like until that night. It was a Friday, December 20th, right before Christmas. The firm was throwing a big corporate party at this swanky hotel downtown, all glass and chandeliers, the kind of place I'd never step foot in unless I was fixing their HVAC. Linda had been buzzing about it for weeks, new dress, new heels, said it was a chance to network. I was proud of her, you know? She'd been busting her ass at that job, and I figured she deserved a night out. I wasn't invited. Spouses usually weren't for these things, some unspoken rule about keeping it professional. Fine by me. I had a six-pack and a rebuild project in the garage to keep me busy. But that night, I don't know, something felt off. Maybe it was the way she'd been texting more than usual lately, quick little bursts, then putting her phone face down. Maybe it was how she spent an extra hour getting ready, curling her hair just so, spraying that perfume I got her last Valentine's Day. She looked incredible, red dress, tight in all the right places, lips painted to match. Don't wait up, she said, flashing me that smile I fell for a decade ago. I grinned back, said, have fun, babe, and watched her drive off in her Corolla. I didn't suspect a damn thing. Not then. Around 10 p.m., I'm elbow deep in a carburetor, Metallica blasting from my old radio, when I get this itch. Call it a hunch, call it boredom. I decided to surprise her. Pick her up from the party, maybe grab a late-night burger on the way home like we used to. I cleaned up quick, swapped my oil-stained shirt for a decent flannel, grabbed my keys, and headed downtown. The hotel was 20 minutes away, and I cranked the heat in my truck, humming along to the radio, picturing her face when she'd see me pull up. I even stopped at a gas station to grab her a Snickers, her favorite. Dumb, romantic shit. That's me. I get to the hotel around 10:45. The place is lit up like a damn Christmas tree, valets scurrying around, cars worth more than my house lined up out front. I park my beat-up F-150 a block away, didn't want some kid in a vest sneering at it, and text Linda, hey, surprise. I'm here to pick you up whenever you're ready. No response. Figured she was mingling, glass of wine in hand, laughing at some lawyer's bad joke. I wait 5 minutes, 10, nothing. My phone stays dark. Okay, maybe she didn't hear it over the music. I decide to head in, find her myself. The lobby's all marble and mirrors, smells like money and perfume. There's a big sign pointing to the winter gala in the ballroom, so I follow it. I'm underdressed, jeans, boots, flannel, but I don't care. I just want to see my wife. The ballroom doors are cracked open, and I slip in, hit by a wall of noise, clinking glasses, chatter, some jazzy cover band crooning in the corner. It's packed, maybe 200 people, all suits and sequins. I scan the room for Linda's red dress, her dark hair. Takes me a minute, but I spot her near the bar, laughing, head thrown back. She's glowing, radiant. My chest swells a little. Damn, that's my girl. Then I see him. Brad. He's right next to her, leaning in close, his hand resting on the small of her back like it belongs there. My stomach twists, but I tell myself it's nothing. Work stuff. Networking. He's her boss, right? They're just talking. I start weaving through the crowd, keeping her in sight, ready to call out to her. But then it happens. She turns to him, says something I can't hear, and he grins, this smug, wolfish grin. His hand slides lower, brushing her hip, and she doesn't pull away. She leans in instead, whispers something in his ear, and he laughs, loud and sharp. My feet slow. Something's wrong. I may be 20 feet away now, tucked behind a cluster of suits, watching like some pathetic spy. Then Brad nods toward the hallway off the ballroom, and Linda glances around, nervous, quick, and follows him. They slip out, casual but fast, like they've done it before. My heart's pounding now, a jackhammer in my chest. I don't think. I just move, trailing them, dodging waiters and drunk lawyers. The hallway's dim, lined with doors, meeting rooms, closets, whatever. I hang back, peering around the corner, and see them duck into a room at the far end. Door clicks shut. I'm frozen for a second, breath caught in my throat. This isn't happening. This can't be happening. But it is. I creep closer, quiet as I can, ears straining. The door's got a little window, frosted, but I can make out shapes. I hear her laugh, soft, flirty, the way she used to laugh with me. Then voices, low and muffled. My hand's shaking as I reach for the knob, but I stop. What if I'm wrong? What if I bust in and it's nothing, and I look like a jealous idiot? But then I hear it, a moan. Hers. Unmistakable. Followed by his voice, gruff, saying her name. I don't think anymore. I shove the door open, and there they are. Linda's pressed against the wall, dress hiked up, legs wrapped around Brad's waist. His tie's undone, shirt half open, hands all over her. They freeze, heads snapping toward me. Linda's eyes go wide, mascara smudged, lips parted. Joe, she gasps, shoving Brad off her, stumbling to her feet. Brad staggers back, fumbling with his belt, muttering, "Shit, buddy, this isn't." "Shut the fuck up," I snarl, voice shaking. I don't even recognize it. My fists clench, and for a split second, I see myself breaking his nose, smashing that gelled hair into the drywall. But Linda's between us now, hands up, pleading. "Joe, wait, I can explain." "Explain?" I laugh, bitter and loud. "Explain what? That you're screwing your boss in a goddamn broom closet?" People are peeking in now, party guests drawn by the noise, whispering. I don't care. My world's imploding, and all I can see is her, my wife, my Linda, looking like a stranger. She's crying now, tugging her dress down, saying, "It wasn't supposed to happen, it just did." Brad's edging toward the door, like I won't notice. I step toward him, and he flinches. "You," I say, low and cold. "You don't get to walk away from this." But Linda grabs my arm, sobbing, "Please, Joe, let's go home, let's talk." "Home?" I yank my arm free. "You think I'm taking you home after this?" I'm shouting now, and the hallway's filling up, a crowd of gawkers in tuxes and gowns. I don't give a damn. I turn back to Brad, who's got his hands up like some innocent prick. "How long?" I demand. He doesn't answer, just looks at Linda. She's a mess, tears streaking her face, but she whispers, "A few months." A few months. Months of lies, of her kissing me goodnight with his taste still on her. I feel sick, dizzy, like the floor's dropping out. I shove past them both, shoulder-checking Brad hard enough to make him stumble, and storm out. Linda's calling after me, but I don't stop. I can't. I hit the lobby, then the street, cold air slapping my face. My truck's still there, Snickers bar on the passenger seat, mocking me. I get in, slam the door, and just sit there, hands gripping the wheel, breathing like I ran a marathon. That was 2 months ago. Linda's tried calling, texting, showed up at the house once. I didn't let her in. Buster's with me, she doesn't get him either. I don't know what happens next, divorce, probably. Maybe I'll sell the house, move somewhere new, start over. But that night's burned into me, every detail, the red dress, Brad's smirk, her voice saying my name like it still meant something. I didn't see it coming. Not once. And that's the worst part, how blind I was, how much I trusted her, right up until I didn't. So yeah, that's my story. Honest as I can tell it. Exciting? Maybe for you. For me, it's just the night my life turned to ash.